You're listening to The Trial Lawyer's Handbook, a courtroom preparation podcast series brought to you by Holland & Knight. This series is hosted by litigation attorney Dan Small. Listeners of this series will gain a fresh perspective on how attorneys can address various trial preparation issues and set themselves up for success in and out of the courtroom.
Welcome to another episode of the Trial Lawyer's Handbook podcast. In this episode, we'll continue discussing my defense of former Louisiana Governor Edwin Edwards. These episodes are based in part on my latest ABA book, Lessons Learned from a Life on Trial. Trials are human events, and thus, like the humans who conduct them, they're imperfect. As trial lawyers, part of our mission is to track down those imperfections and deal with them as best we can. If we can't deal with them, we simply have to keep moving forward. Judicial imperfections can be difficult to address, sometimes impossible. Litigants, in any case, rely on a fair and impartial judge to preside over a trial. The jury, of course, decides the ultimate verdict, but the trial judge makes a multitude of rulings that can impact the case, such as what is presented to the jury for their consideration. In any jurisdiction, there can be judges who are considered pro-government or pro-defense. Sometimes it's based on their background, sometimes it's political or philosophical, sometimes it's not true, but usually it's not personal. Most jurisdictions, particularly for federal courts, are large enough that the judge is unlikely to have any real knowledge or history with the defendants. This wasn't true in Louisiana. The state itself is small, its total population is smaller than Greater Boston, and politics and government are even smaller worlds. My client, former Governor Edwin Edwards, had been a dominant figure in Louisiana politics for 4 decades. So it was hard to find someone who didn't know him. And to know him was to love him or hate him. Polls showed that few people were neutral about Edwin Edwards. So if someone worked their way up the ladder in politics and government to become, let's say, a federal judge, it's likely that they had a history with Edwin, good or bad. The judge in our case had a long history, and it was a bad one. Edwin supposedly passed him over for a position he had coveted in state government, and it was said that the judge had hated Edwin ever since. If the incident had been more recent and documented, we might have been able to have the judge removed. But it was a long time ago, and it was not documented. Grudges in Louisiana can last a lifetime, so we were stuck with a judge who apparently had a long-standing grudge against our client. And he was so darn pleasant about it. I tried the case with my good friend and great lawyer Jim Cole. The judge acted like our best friend. He would smile and say nice things about us as he pulled our legs out from under us and cut us to ribbons every day. Nearly every day for almost 3 months, Jim and I would walk to court and ask each other, how is he going to mess with us today? It was a heck of a way to have to start each trial day. What could we do? Try our case. Be as prepared, zealous, and determined as possible. Keep pushing. Understand that it was not a level playing field, but buckle up and keep playing anyway. Not to say it was easy, it was not. It was difficult, stressful, and exhausting. And we had the added burden of trying to keep our clients' spirits up as well. But that's what's required. Do the best you can for your clients, regardless of the circumstances. That's what we did. Good luck in court.
Thank you for listening to The Trial Lawyer's Handbook, a courtroom preparation podcast series brought to you by Holland & Knight. For more information on courtroom preparation, please email dan.small@hklaw.com or visit hklaw.com/Daniel-Small.